And hello.
I'm Nair.
And I'm Bello.
And this is Perspeculative.
Sorry we haven't seen you guys in a while. Today we're here to talk about something we've been talking about for a while.
Mm-hmm. And which Farce and me talked about before, in part in a Total Annihilation about Attack on Titan. But today we're going to do Shell Shock Starter on Attack on Titan, talking about specifically the first episode.
Indeed.
And as you all know, it is a Shell Shock Starter. It is very rough. It wasn't quite as rough as I remembered because I was kind of conjoining.
What the heck?
I was conjoining the first and second episode together, so I saw more death and gore and remembered that as the first episode because I haven't watched it in a long time, but Bello and I both rewatched it just now, so it's fresh. Extra fresh.
It's fresh. It's fresher than his mom's body.
Oh, sad face.
Yeah, so spoiler alert, if we haven't put that up yet. So, Nair has been trying to get me to watch this for a while, talks about what a good show it is, and it's worth it. It's not worth it. I'm here to tell you.
One episode in, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. I can't. I tried. I mean, even today, I actually finished the first episode, which is something I had not done. I stopped before, if you guys have seen it.
The big mommy crunch.
Yeah, I stopped before that point and turned the episode off.
Which is pretty much almost the end, but yeah, not quite.
Yeah, I had to cover my eyes. I couldn't watch the last part, the last scene, when she said, "Please don't leave me," and covered her mouth.
Yeah.
So that they wouldn't actually hear her say that. But still, she couldn't help that. I mean, I don't know what kind of drugs this author is on or what he has been through, but the fact that he would think about something like that from a mother's perspective, my perspective, having children, putting yourself in her position completely, I can't do it. I can't do this show, guys. Just, it's impossible for me. I can't do it.
Well, the mom can't get any more dead.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah. And the fact that Nair has already said during the segment, I thought it was worse than it was because I combined the first few episodes. Yeah, I don't see how this is getting any better for me. Nair likes a lot of that darker Devilman Crybaby, more okay with the gore and stuff, and I watch anime and other shows even because I want to relax. I use it as an escape from my normal stressful life, okay? My job, everything all us normal people do, and I want to be relaxed and calmed and soothed and comforted. And let me tell you, thinking about what I would do if I was about to be crunched after my legs were smashed into annihilation and my children were trying to free me from a collapsed house, not on my list of soothing activities.
What?
Not exactly my bubble bath and candles, okay?
And it's not mine either. And to be fair, Bello used to be more okay with that stuff, but that was before parenthood, which that definitely affects, especially a scene like that. And I don't like gore, but I can like a show that has it a lot. Because I do actually think, as I spoke about in the Tonal Annihilation session, I do think Attack on Titan is a great show. Are the first few episodes and many other episodes horrific? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But it's still worth it beyond that. But I understand for those who are not trying to have that kind of experience.
Yeah, I don't want the PTSD of a war veteran. No thank you. No thank you. I'm good. I can leave that to the imagination and sympathy, and no, it's not something I want to experience that close to firsthand. And like Nair said, when I was a teenager, I watched a lot more gory anime, was fine with it and everything. I used to watch a lot more horror movies. I even enjoyed watching horror movies and the jump scares and everything. Also had insomnia and night terrors. And
no connection. No connection.
As I grew up, I realized that putting extra awful things into my brain is not good for my brain the way my brain is, because my brain doesn't let it go. So yeah, I sort of grew out of that, and now I sort of appreciate nature and calm and you know, slice of life. And always been a big fantasy fan, so if it's got fantasy, sure way to draw me in. Right now I'm watching the anime Book of Friends. I think I'm close to completing it. I've been loving that. Would love to do a segment on that if you guys are interested soon. Of course, Nair hasn't finished that one, though.
No, I have not finished that.
No.
To be fair, I haven't finished Attack on Titan either, so...
Has she finished anything, guys? I don't know.
I've completed a lot of anime, but Attack on Titan is not one of them. I only have the last part of the final season to watch. The final finale, finally.
Part 3 final.
Anyways, we just wanted to talk about how rough that first episode is. I mean, they tell you straight in the beginning that it's going to be that way. They don't hide it behind a long, drawn out, oh, we're just setting up and here's all your little people that you're going to watch grow up with their family and see all these things happen. And no, it's just straight up like the Titans here.
Oh, yeah.
Bad stuff's going to happen.
Yeah.
And
so
then
you,
you get some.
I will say that. At least the show doesn't try to trick you. It doesn't try to pull you in with sweet, comforting things and show you their calm, little, happy life. And once you're attached to these characters and it's going to be harder for you to walk away from them, then it kills, them off. Horrible, horrible experiences. And I get that it's probably setting up for future things and him being a teenager and a warrior or whatever it is. And I get that. And I appreciate, let's say, the honesty, I mean, even when the show starts, not only is it that high octane sort of metal opening, which should tell you what kind of show it is.
And what it is not.
Yeah. And even though it's these beautiful landscapes, I really appreciate the art. The art is beautiful. I love the style that the artist used to illustrate with. The problem being that it is also a very graphic illustration. So. Flowers, sky, the animals and stuff, all beautifully done. But it tells you even then, humans are cattle and we're all in a pen. And so he tells you from the beginning, and there is those little horrific flashes of violence that are foreshadowing what's to come, what he's having a nightmare about. I don't know if they lived through that before or if it's a premonition type thing he's having in nightmares.
Not to mention the intro itself. If you watch it and actually pay attention, you see that there's something sinister going on, that you're going to see more of them, that you're going to see them fighting as well, and good things are not going to be what's happening here.
Yeah.
It lets you know.
Yeah. And this isn't one of those animes where you're like, I think I made the comment, oh, that Titan doesn't look too bad. He looks like he could be a nice guy.
and I quickly corrected her, saying, no. It's bad. How they look does not tell you how they are. Because there's plenty that look halfway decent. And we even mentioned before, Farce said that some of them look modeled like. But no, they're all evil and want to eat people. So, yeah. Bad times are had.
Yeah, I just don't see how... Whenever I do anything really, not just watching anime, but reading a book, etc., I try to ask myself, is this going to improve my quality of life? Is this going to make me happier? And I have to say, Attack on Titan would be a big stamp of no. No, this is not going to make me feel better. Is it something beautiful that can make you question your life, question how you're living and your dreams? And I could see that there's a theme of that he wants freedom, true freedom, not to live as cattle as they have been in the wall for the last 100 years. And I get that. And I think that on a philosophical level, and then Nair was also talking about how it's very much one of those thriller type shows.
Well, one of those where you're always trying to think and figure out what's going on, what's happening, why, who's doing what, why, just questioning everything. And Farce and I paused it over and over and over, telling each other what we think was happening, just our conjectures and what we thought was going to happen, and maybe this is why, or this is what happened, and what if they do it this way. And so it's great for that kind of a mind teaser, if you will. but it is not a happy-go-lucky, this is a great time, we feel better now kind of show.
Yeah, not at all. And I don't know, if somebody wants to tell me if I'm right, I definitely predicted that the doctor he was working on a cure, like a needle bullet, that, like, you shoot a Titan and then they shrink to a normal person and then you just kill them because they are fucking evil. And no redemption to be had, even though they're cured, quote unquote. But either a cure or something sinister. Like, maybe he actually started the virus or whatever made them turn into cannibal monsters. I don't know. But you guys tell me if I'm right in the comments. If anybody's made it this far in the segment and has actually finished or watched most of the show, Nair won't spoil it for me. So yeah. I'm never going to watch the show, guys. Please spoil it for me because I'm never going to watch it. I can't.
I feel bad. I don't like spoiling anything. I'm very anti-spoilers. As I've talked about before, I won't even watch trailers about stuff. Like, if someone who knows my taste tells me, you'll like this, I'm like, okay, I'll watch that. And that's part of why Total Annihilation happens. Because I go into it completely blind and assume things, and then I'm terribly, terribly wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
see, I had heard a little bit about Attack on Titan, and that it was like, oh, it's more violent on the end of things, and it's pretty gory, and there's these monsters or whatever, and I was like, they don't look that bad. Skeleton face, who cares? And then, oh my god, the freaking horror. What? I want to help the author. I want to go to therapy with him. I want to hold his hand. What did you go through? What happened to you in your life that this is the stuff that you dream about and think up?
And draw.
Yeah, and draw.
I have a very personal relationship with.
Yeah, and I get it. Some people can capture that dark side because, to me, looking at it from a more philosophical end, Titans are humans. Titans are corporations. Titans are easily representative of things in our life and our culture that we go through each day that are consuming the human parts of us. They could be narcissistic-ism, the whole social Instagram lifestyle. I mean, they could be representative of a lot of different things. So I do find that part intriguing, and maybe the author doesn't care about that stuff at all, and he was just trying to draw scary freaking monsters, and humanoids are one of the most terrifying things for us, probably because of aliens, but, you know, who knows? Da-da-da!
Oh my gosh. Okay, folks. Well, that's our segment on Shell Shock Starter.
Horrifying.
Yeah. With Attack on Titan.
Conspiracy theories.
And we'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.